Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Watch the power. I ain't no joke.
See the body shots. That's quick kills.
Before the fight, cocky fighters thought they could disrespect Mike Tyson, only to get crushed in the ring by his unstoppable power.
Here again. Oh, what a left hand!
In 1986, Mitch "Blood" Green tried to insult Mike Tyson before their fight, calling him overrated and a media creation. Green bragged that his street toughness made him superior. His words only fueled Tyson's anger, and he dominated Green in the ring to prove his power was real.
Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Because Mitch Green carried a street legend's aura, many believed even Tyson might fold against him. Green stood taller and broader, and backed by a fearsome Harlem reputation that made him look untouchable, the kind of man even champions avoided.
Mitch Green, a tough kid from the streets of the Bronx and Harlem. Tyson from the streets of Brooklyn. We're here in the Garden. The old days, that's how they used to settle these neighborhood wars.
As soon as the fight began, Mitch Green charged in with wild aggression, throwing punches like a man desperate to prove something more than just skill. He wanted to hurt Tyson, not just outbox him.
He learned in talking to some of the people he fought.
Look at here.
Just laughing at him. It seems to me, Ray, to be doing all the wrong things.
For a brief moment, Green landed a few clean shots, showing flashes of confidence.
Tie Tyson up, and a couple of good shots by Mitch Green. His best rally of the fight right here.
But it didn't last long. Tyson quickly took control, unleashing a storm of brutal combinations that tore through Green's defense and shattered his street-tough image, reminding everyone why he was the most feared fighter alive.
Here again. Oh, what a left hand!
After the fight, Tyson said his goal wasn't to hurt Green, but to make him understand reality. He explained that Green's arrogance needed correcting, and that the ring would always expose the difference between talk and true greatness.
I don't want to sound rudish or anything. I didn't want to knock him out or anything. I wanted to put a lot of pressure on him and make him decide himself whether to give up or not. He wouldn't get knocked out. If he get hit on the chin, he can't see the punch, and he'll say, oh, I didn't see the punch, I got knocked out. So I left it up to himself, and as I must say, I must take my hat off. He's a very tough individual.
On February 16th, 1986, Jesse Ferguson stepped up to face Mike Tyson with bold confidence.
I want to stay there and fight him, because nobody hasn't done that, and see how he reacts. I feel I have a better chance of beating him if it goes in the later rounds. But it doesn't go in later rounds, it's fine.
He said he wanted to do what no one had done before and promised to use his experience to beat Tyson, claiming he wanted to see how Mike would react against someone of true ability.
In the earlier rounds, I'm strong. In the later rounds, I get stronger. And I feel that I can beat Mike Tyson.
As soon as the bell rang, Mike Tyson wasted no time closing the distance against the taller Jesse Ferguson, who stood 6 feet 1.5 inches to Tyson's 5 feet 11 inches.
You saw a few seconds ago one of the things that makes Tyson so special. He threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch.
Tyson cornered him with fierce pressure, trapping him against the ropes and unleashing explosive hooks and uppercuts. Every punch landed with ruthless precision, forcing Ferguson on the defensive.
That surrounds Mike Tyson's career answered.
By the 6th round, Tyson's relentless assault reached its peak. A thunderous uppercut shattered Ferguson's nose, leaving no doubt about Tyson's dominance.
Ferguson gamely hanging in, having trouble covering up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
The fight became another brutal showcase of his ferocity, proving size meant nothing against his power.
Digs right to the body and then comes straight up with the right uppercut.
On June 24, 2000, Mike Tyson versus Lou Savarese. Before the fight, Lou Savarese confidently declared that Tyson's intimidation wouldn't work on him and promised to shock the world.
And as Lou Savarese makes his way into the ring, what does he have to do to pull out the upset?
He has to do an awful lot, but I'm not sure that he has what it takes. He might be underestimating Tyson's speed and Tyson's power. I think that Lou Savarese has to establish a great jab, make Tyson pay to get inside, tie him up when he gets too close, but on the way and bang him with the right hand, make him pay and make him earn every bit of ground he gets.
Standing at 6 feet 5 inches, Savarese had a clear height advantage over the 5 feet 11 inches Tyson, and many believed his size could help him withstand Tyson's power.
Tyson gives away 6 inches in height, about 20 pounds. Tyson turns 34 June 30th, Savarese 35 July 14th. Big height and reach advantages for Savarese. Towers at 6'5", imposing 80-inch reach. At yesterday's weigh-in, Tyson a consistent 222. You saw Savarese 241 and a quarter. Key rules, bit different here. Non-title fights in the UK, only the ref scores. No ringside judges, no standing 8, no 3 knockdown. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the last round.
But the moment the bell rang, it became clear that confidence alone wouldn't save him. Tyson exploded forward like a storm, landing brutal shots that sent Savarese crashing to the canvas within seconds of the first round.
Because Mike's only got one speed. It's fast forward.
Within seconds, down goes Savarese.
Though Lou managed to stand back up, Tyson showed no mercy. As soon as the referee signaled to continue, Tyson charged again, pinning Savarese against the ropes and unleashing a relentless barrage. The referee had to step in and stop the onslaught just 38 seconds into the fight.
I told you Savarese was going to underestimate his speed and his power.
A barrage by Tyson. The referee, John Coyle, steps between, and he continues. Coyle's trying to stop it. Tyson says, "I'm sorry," to the referee. He said, "I'm sorry." He didn't hear John Coyle's instructions, and this fight may be over.
It became one of the shortest fights of Tyson's career, ending almost as soon as it began. A pure display of Tyson's raw, unstoppable power.
Is this your shortest fight ever? In any time, amateur, professional, ever?
Assalamu alaikum, Maida. I don't know, man. Yeah.
In the post-fight interview, Lou Savarese admitted his disappointment, saying he had trained hard for months but failed to perform in the ring, accepting that Tyson's power and speed were overwhelming.
I'm highly disappointed. I trained so hard for this fight for 4 months. I'm in great shape, but it can happen to get caught, unfortunately.
The next fight happened on July 21st, 1989, at Convention Hall in Atlantic City.
He jumped on me that particular day, gave me a bloody nose and everything. You know, I was a little, it shook me up because I was a professional with 7, 8 fights. And I was saying to myself, oh my God, I gotta let this amateur come in the gym and do this to me. So I got very angry that night. I went home and thought about it. And the very next day, I came in the gym with a different attitude towards him.
Tyson and Williams had met in the amateurs, where Williams claimed he'd busted Tyson up, a story Tyson strongly denied.
Well, he sparred me when I was 14, 15 years old, and he couldn't kill me then. And now I'm 5 times, 10 times the fighter now.
Tyson came out aggressively and landed a powerful left hook to Williams' jaw that sent him crashing to the canvas.
So as long as you keep that right hand up and watch Tyson's left hook, which is a powerful punch.
Williams got up at the count of 4, but referee Randy Newman judged that he was in no condition to continue and stopped the fight immediately, declaring a first-round TKO for Mike Tyson. He predicted a shock win. Tyson dropped him with a single left hook just 93 seconds into the first round. Tyson delivered the perfect punch, a single, explosive left hook that ended everything in seconds. It wasn't luck, it was precision.
Well, no, I noticed my trainers would tell me we're slipping and hooking. So when we slip, because usually I come in that slip and I get in there, and that's the hardest part, getting in there, and I never threw the punch. And so we're practicing like a slip, so you're in there, instantaneously, bing, throw the punch. And I did, I was successful.
He knew his power meant nothing without accuracy, and that fight proved it. With every perfectly timed shot, Tyson showed that sharpness, not just strength, was what made him unstoppable.
And my punches were accurate and pinpoint, and I knew eventually I was going to get him.
He has a reputation for getting hit with left hooks. Were you looking for that opening?
No, I was very confident. I wanted to hit him, catch him with a good right hand. Believe me, my right hand is my favorite punch, but I never catch anyone with it. You know, it's my best punch, and I always hit guys with the left hook.
Meanwhile, Williams insists he wasn't hurt badly enough for the referee to stop the fight and says he was clear-headed, ready to continue, and the stoppage was unfairly premature.
I wasn't even hurt to the point where I was on Queer Street, so to speak. I wasn't moving around, I wasn't wiggling, I wasn't falling down. There's nobody that can beat me. There's nobody that can beat me.
After the fight, Larry Merchant remarked that Tyson had nearly run out of worthy opponents. He said few fighters could even be considered for him now, as Tyson's dominance and reputation as the undisputed champion made him untouchable, a force no one in the heavyweight division seemed capable of challenging anymore.
What happened in the ring, says it for Mike Tyson. My feeling is that when a fighter is as dominant as he is, there are very few other fighters who can compete with him, but he is such an extraordinary fighter that it's almost, in a sense, like a great artist who has too many paintings on the market, and it drives the market value of the individual paintings down, so that he has to perhaps fight some fewer fights.
The fight between Mike Tyson and Trevor "The Truth" Berbick took place on November 22nd, 1986.
But now we meet me, I'm the champ, but don't bother me, you know. He's trying to get what I want, what I have, and that's enough for me to think about.
Before the fight, analysts were intrigued by the contrast between Berbick's apparent confidence and the sheer aura surrounding the young Mike Tyson.
Youngest heavyweight champion ever. He is unbeaten with knockout after knockout. In fact, Tyson, the challenger, will be the favorite. Berbick respects his younger opponent, but at a news conference today in Las Vegas, well, he was still very, very confident that his experience will win out in the end.
He's been doing a good job. He's a good fighter. But now we meet me, I'm the champ, but don't bother me, you know. He's trying to get what I want, what I have, and that's enough for me to think about.
Sounds confident, doesn't it?
Of course. We always sound confident. Then after the fight, it may sound different.
As soon as the bell rang, Tyson wasted no time asserting control. Berbick struggled to respond as Tyson's fists found their target repeatedly, culminating in a knockdown that left the audience stunned.
To show how brave and how tough he is, he's done that all right, but that's not enough to hang on to a title. There he goes.
The victory raised questions across the boxing world. Who could possibly challenge this young phenom? Despite the overwhelming dominance, Tyson himself remained focused and self-critical, emphasizing continual improvement.
World Heavyweight Championship to see what happens to Mike Tyson, whoever is going to stop this magnificent boxer.
Despite his powerful win, Tyson stayed humble.
Most definitely about that, because, you know, he helped develop my character, my skill and everything, and to proceed to match something like this, he prepared me, knowing that one day I would fight for the title and be the youngest champion ever. And it was heavy. Like you say, if I had to come home to him the next night, I would stay upstairs in my room because I knew I would hear so much criticism for all the mistakes that I'd done.
He admitted he wasn't perfect, saw mistakes in his performance, and knew he still had more to learn and improve.
Well, I know my job. I know what I have to do. And I feel at my job, I'm the best at what I do. And the other things that determine your greatness and everything, you just have to prove by longevity, fighting and beating everyone around.
That night marked the birth of a relentless force, young, unstoppable, and driven to chase perfection.
Hit the body first and then hit him to the head. He said, you're throwing too many punches to the head, which he was right. But then I said, okay, Kevin, don't worry about it, because I knew the fight, within a few more rounds, the fight was over.
That moment wasn't just a victory. It was the spark of an era. A young Tyson was rising, unstoppable, disciplined, and obsessed with perfection.
Let's take a look now at round two, and I'm sure at this point, you were one of those who were convinced that Mike was going to make short work of Trevor Berbick.
When the fight was scheduled in June 1988, Michael Spinks was the IBF heavyweight champion, which made the matchup with Mike Tyson one of the most anticipated in boxing.
Michael Spinks isn't an ordinary fighter.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go in. I know y'all thought I was cracking up, man.
During the build-up, Spinks tried to play mind games, laughing at Tyson during media events and mockingly saying he wasn't scared of him.
The making of the Tyson-Spinks fight did definitely begin when Mike entered the heavyweight series, because at that time Spinks was the IBF champion.
In the pre-fight interview, Mike Tyson appeared completely composed, showing no fear or worry. His calm voice and steady expression made it clear he already believed victory was his.
And I believe, Mama, I'm the only one that's level-headed. Everybody else is losing their mind. Everybody else is paranoid. And even whatever I do, it's going to be my decision. Because I break my leg, we all stop getting paid. And even though we're friends, the main issue here is money. This is a business. Everybody wants to make money. Don't care if I have 50 million in the bank or 20 million. Everyone could always use a dollar.
In the ring, Tyson proved his calm was confidence. He attacked Spinks with explosive power, knocking him out in just 91 seconds, one of the quickest finishes in boxing history.
The right hand lands to the head of Mike Spinks. It's Tyson all the way here in round number one. Vicious shots to the body. Nothing really heavy landing yet, but he's taking them. The uppercut. Body shot. Down goes Mike Spinks for the first time. The count is up to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That was a body shot that took him down. Here comes Mike Spinks in. He leads to the right hand. Down he goes. I don't think you get up from this.
After his victory, Tyson said in the post-fight interview that Michael Spinks tried to play mind games before the match, acting confident and laughing to hide fear. Tyson explained he saw through it and stayed focused, knowing intimidation wouldn't work on him because he entered the ring already certain of winning.
I think he was trying to scrutinize with my brain and make me wait it out. But, you know, I was getting upset. I wanted to go. I'm the kind of guy who just want to fight. Let's get in there and fight. I don't care who comes in first. We come in both at the same time. That's what we planned. We said we come on together. And so...
After the fight, many analysts laughed at how short it was, saying the press conferences and interviews seemed longer than the match itself. The entire build-up had weeks of tension and excitement, but once the bell rang, it all ended in just 90 seconds, leaving fans shocked by Tyson's dominance.
8 punches and out. The walk to the ring, the introductions, the referee's instructions, the interviews, everything was longer than the fight.
In the fight, Mike Tyson looked completely natural and powerful, every punch sharp and controlled. His movements showed pure confidence and strength, proving why he was the most feared heavyweight alive.
But Mike Tyson appears to be almost like a natural force, the way he comes at you. He's not going to give you a chance to just stand around and box at the pace you want to box at. Don't you have to hit him with something to hold him off?
You got to sting him. You got to break his rhythm. Michael Spinks, because he's so unorthodox, he punches with angles, he does things that are not really in the book. But I think he has the physical attributes, the height, the good jab, and not really good foot movement.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.